2023 is the year kung saan lalaban ang Pilipinas sa World Cup. Pero I'm not talking about the Ascals. I'm talking about the Philippine Women's National Football Team, also known as the Filipinas. Lalaban sila this year sa 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup na gaganapin sa Australia and New Zealand. The Filipinas made history last year by qualifying for this year's World Cup nung umabot sila sa semifinals ng AFC Women's Asian Cup. Now, this is a big deal for us Filipino football fans dahil first time natin maglalaro sa World Cup in any gender or age group. Hindi lang yung achievement ng Filipinas last year. They also gave us our first major international football trophy by winning the AFF Women's Championship na ginanap dito sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, sobrang swerte ko at napanood ko to live at ang saya at grabe yung atmosphere sa Rizal Memorial Stadium nung nag-champion ang Filipinas dito. Kaya naman, deserve ng Filipinas ang all-out support natin this coming FIFA World Cup. Pero ang tanong, magkano nga ba ang gagastusin ko para suportahan ng live at mapanood ang Filipinas sa FIFA Women's World Cup? Well guys, in this video, i-check natin kung magkano ang budget na kailangan para manood ng live. Kaya guys, tara, check natin to and let's watch this. Wala pa akong intro, so jump tayo sa next slide. Okay, so bago mo ma-start yung FIFA Women's World Cup journey mo, ang first mong gagawin is kailangan mo mag-apply ng visa. Why? Well, basically kasi pupunta ka ng ibang bansa, di ba? So ngayon, ang group stage matches ng Filipinas would be played at New Zealand. So dun ka mag-a-apply ng visa sa New Zealand. And the cost of visa application is 2,339 pesos. So after nyan, once na nakakuha ka ng visa, all set ka na to buy your tickets. Nag-release na ang FIFA ng ticket prices online, kaya ipapakita ko sa inyo. Bang! Okay, so you can see there are different prices depending on the stages of the tournament. Pero magpo-focus mo tayo sa group stage prices dahil dyan may guaranteed games ang Filipinas. So now, i-convert ko to into pesos. Yan. As you can see, the prices of our tickets are actually reasonable and quite affordable. Ngayon yung tickets has 3 categories, 1, 2, and 3. Basically, yan yung seating mo dun sa stadium. No? Category 1 has the best view. Most likely not, kita mo yung buong field. Category 2, katabi siya ng Category 1. I think medyo adjacent siya ng konti dun. And then Category 3 naman, yung mga nasa likod ng goals. So ngayon, kung bibili ka rin ng ticket, I suggest na bili mo na yung Category 1 kasi yung difference naman niya is very little. At the same time, check mo rin yung layout ng stadium kasi iba-ibang stadium ang paglalaroan ng Filipinas this World Cup. I suggest guys, if mamimili kayo ng match, pick the match against New Zealand kasi feeling ko maganda yung atmosphere doon since sila yung host nation. Tsaka, I don't know, feeling ko lang masaya na yung Filipinas would go up against basically the host nation, New Zealand. Ngayon, pag decided ka na kung anong match yung bibili mo, just go to the FIFA website and then buy your tickets there. And also, don't forget to use this code right here on the access code para ilagay ka dun sa Philippine supporter side, dun sa stadium. Pag hindi mo nilagay yan, most likely not, magigagaya ka sa fan na to. I think this code is applicable until January 13. After that, hindi ko na alam kung ano mangyayari. Based lang yan dun sa PFF post. 3 stadiums ang paglalaroan ng Filipinas. Now, the first stadium is the Foresight Bar located in Dunedin kung saan makakalaban nila ang Switzerland. The second one is located in Wellington, the Wellington Regional Stadium kung saan makakalaban nila ang host nation na New Zealand. And last but not the least is Eden Park located in Auckland against Norway, the highest ranked team in our group. Ngayon, itong tatlong stadium na to, hindi to magkakalapit. As in like, medyo magkakalayo. Hindi sila medyo magkakalayo, magkakalayo talaga sila. It requires intercity travel. Hindi lang siya walking distance or parang MRT, LRT, or even grab ride. So guys, if you're planning to watch multiple games, well, kailangan mo talagang ayusin yung itinerary mo. So ngayon, all set ka na, may visa ka na, nakabili ka ng ticket. Ang next na kailangan mong bilhin is your flight going there. So I've searched 3 websites at ito ang mga results na lumabas. As you can see, iba-iba yung prices dito pero roughly naglalaro siya around 45,000 to 60,000 pesos. Now, depending on your flight, the day, dates, magva-vary siya at that range. Once na-pick mo na yung flight mo, I guess ang next na problemahin mo is your accommodation. Since may dates ka na, well, it's now time to search kung saan ka titira. There are no updates regarding a fan village. Not like yung ginawa sa Qatar na nagkaroon ng fan village. So I guess here, kailangan mo talaga maghanap ng sarili mo accommodation. Now, you could choose hotels. As you can see, nag-search ako ng mga hotel prices right here. Well, it's quite pricey. So I would suggest either go to a hostel, kung mag-isa ka lang naman, or do an Airbnb. Now, here are the Airbnb prices na hanap ko around Wellington. The reason why I'm using Wellington as my example here is kasi yung itinerary na iniisip ko would revolve around the match against New Zealand. So, ito yung mga prices na yan. Roughly at around 2,000 to 3,000 pesos, makakahanap ka ng accommodation. So, I don't think it's bad. I think it's already a good price at that price range. Pero kung gusto mo ng medyo pricey, you would go to a hotel which would cost you around 4,000 to 6,000 pesos. Food naman ang pag-usapan natin ngayon. So based sa research ko, around 15 to 25 New Zealand dollars, medyo may decent meal ka na nun. So that's roughly around 529 pesos to 881 pesos. Ngayon naman, kung masaya ka sa fast food lang, kakain ka na ng mga McDo, Burger King or any other fast food, well, I guess yung price range mo is medyo bababa siya. So mga 10 to 15 New Zealand dollars, goods ka na for that meal. So that translates roughly to 352 pesos to 529 pesos. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Siyempre, pag nandun ka sa event na gano'n, mapapainom ka ng konti. Alam mo yun, konting beer, konting wine, konting cocktails, and siyempre, sinama ko yan sa ating budget. Now, for a beer in New Zealand, it would cost you around 5 New Zealand dollars or 176 pesos. Ngayon, medyo pricey yung cocktails nila kasi naglalaro to sa $14 to 22 New Zealand dollars. Ngayon, now, ang conversion rate now is 493 to 775 pesos. So, again, if medyo titipid-tipid ka, you might as well go with a beer. Pero pag gusto mo mag-splurge ng konti, maybe pag nanalo yung Filipinas, well, might as well go get that shots or cocktails. Alam ko yung mga Pinoy mahilig sa coffee, kaya sinama ko na to sa budget ng food and beverage. So, roughly around 3 to 5 New Zealand dollars ang isang cup ng coffee sa kanila. It depends kung crafted yan or yung typical brewed coffee. So, yun. Diyan ka lang mamimili ng prices mo kung ano yung coffee yung gusto mo. Besides, nando ka na eh. So, might as well, diba? Subukan mo na rin kung ano yung mga masarap na coffee. Go. Now, in terms of transportation, again, gagawin ko example dito is Wellington. Wellington is basically yung city naman. City proper, kaya nyo lakarin. So, kung gusto nyo makatipid, lakad-lakad lang kayo. Or, pwede kayong gumamit ng public transportation. There's this thing they call the snapper card. Basically, it's like an unlimited ride for a day dun sa kanilang public transportation. It's gonna cost you 5 to 15 New Zealand dollars depende kung anong zones yung mga pupuntahan mo. So if you guys want to know more about it, well, just guys search Snapper Card. Alright? And also meron din silang Uber doon. Now their Uber rates, ang minimum would start at 7 New Zealand dollars and then from there na siya mag-start umangat. So kung medyo may budget kayo, you can use an Uber. Kung wala naman, pwede kayo maglakad or mag-public transportation lang. Now, we'll add a miscellaneous budget or emergency budget to this list kasi syempre pag nandun ka may mga unexpected expenses ka na babayaran or kaya naman bibili ka ng pasalubong or meron kang gustong subukan na tour or explore dun sa city na pinuntahan mo. So roughly, based na research ko, 50 to 100 New Zealand dollars is enough para makabili ka ng mga pasalubong, maka-go on tour, ma-check out yung mga museums na nandun, and basically enjoy your stay in the city of your choice. Na-cover natin most likely ang basic na kailangan mong bayaran para manood ng FIFA Women's World Cup. Ngayon naman gagawa ko ng sample 4 days, 3 nights na travel budget para at least may idea kung magkanong budget ang kailangan mo para manood ng live. Visa application, 2,339 pesos. 1 category 1 ticket, 2,268.83 pesos. Airfare, so i-average natin to at 50,000 pesos. Accommodation, let's say nakakuha ka for 2,500 per night. So for 3 nights, that's going to be 7,500 pesos. Food, let's say 20 New Zealand dollars per meal. So that's 3 times a day, that's 60 New Zealand dollars per day, which equates to 8,388 pesos for 4 days. Alcoholic beverage naman tayo. Let's say, makaka 4 beers ka lang per day. So, 1 beer is 5 New Zealand dollars times 4, that's 20 New Zealand dollars. times 4 again since 4 days yan, which equates to about 2,796 pesos. Now let's go to coffee. Let's say makaka 1 coffee per day ka lang. Times 4, since 4 days kang nandun, that's gonna cost you 419.4 pesos. Ngayon naman, public transportation tayo. Let's say hindi ka gagamit ng Grab. Magbabus ka lang, magte-train ka lang, or maglalakad ka. So let's put it on an average of $10 per day, which is going to cost you 1,398 pesos for your whole trip. Last but not the least is miscellaneous and other expenses. Let's say gusto mo gumastos for the tours, for museums, tourist attractions, souvenirs, and pasalubong. Well, let's say you're going to spend additional 100 New Zealand dollars per day. So for 4 days, that's going to be 400 New Zealand dollars or 13,980 pesos. And yung whole expense mo for this trip is 89,089.23 pesos. Almost 90k. Another question is it worth it to pay 90,000 pesos for a single World Cup match? Well, in my opinion, yes. Why? Because playing in the World Cup is not guaranteed for any nation, specifically tayo na hindi naman football nation. Madami nga ang ibang countries na malakas ang football team nila pero hindi nakapasok sa World Cup. Kaya dapat hindi natin i-take for granted ang moment na to. Hopefully, this is not a one-time thing for our national team. And hopefully, magkaroon pa tayo ng mas madaming appearance sa mga upcoming World Cups. But however, we already have the chance to support them and watch them live right now. So why not do it? Diba? At the same time, swerte natin na almost kapit-bahay lang natin yung mga host nations. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying na mangutang kayo or ibenta nyo yung bahay nyo or isanglan nyo yung kung anong ari-arian nyo para manood ng World Cup. All I'm saying is that if you have the time and the money to watch the Filipinas live, then go ahead and support them live because they'll be needing our all-out support at this coming World Cup. This is a very historic moment for Philippine football. So ang saya kung nandun kayo at mapanood to live. I mean, can you think about it? You're watching it live, the World Cup. Sobrang angas nun. And also, hindi pa nga tayo sure kung magkakaroon tayo ng telecast eh. Kaya guys, kung meron kayong chance na manood ng live, go do it. Anyway, that's it for our video. Sana nakatulong to at nabigyan kayo ng idea kung paano panoorin ng live ang Filipinas this coming World Cup. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe on this YouTube channel for other football, food, and fun contents. Also, ilalagay ko na rin yung social medias ko sa description. So guys, do follow me there. I'll see you guys soon. Watch out.